Hello everybody, this is November 16th, 2014. I'm Rob and this is Goshawk. Goshawk is our 43-foot Mauritius Ketch. I've been working on it for 3 years now, 3 years plus. We're trying to get it ready to hopefully eventually sail south where we don't have to deal with what we've got today. Pan around a little bit. There's the dredger. He's been working on the slips and the channels for the last little while. And this is what it looks like on the north shore of Lake Ontario on November 16th. She's a little chilly today. Actually, last week we had a day at 17 degrees. It was beautiful. I was out in a t-shirt, and this is how quickly things turn on you. I'm just glad that we finally got our cover on, Actually, we got it on early this year, unbelievable, with the help of our neighbors in Nautilus. Just come up a little bit closer. If you saw our cover from last year, there's been some improvements. What we did is the conduit, the PVC conduit that you see that's supporting the plastic, we've gone up from 3/4 inch to 1 inch under the advice of our friends, and it seems like a much more rigid structure. The way that we do it, it's not like it's the way to do it, because there's, you know, a million different ways of doing stuff, but this has worked for us for the last 3 years now. And what we do is we put some wooden strapping around the tow rail. It goes through the hawse holes and wherever else we can find a place to anchor the wood without actually drilling into the hull. And we put a strip around the whole thing so you can see that wooden perimeter strip. Then put the hoops in, and we'll go over to the other side in a minute, but we'll put the hoops in and then string them together. You can actually probably see there's white light gauge rope, maybe 1/4 inch rope, stringing each section to the previous to keep them from collapsing on each other and deforming over time, because we do get some pretty hefty winds happening. And then we pull the plastic over top of it, section by section. We weld the seams. What I did is I bought a $30 paint stripper gun from Home Depot or Lowe's, I'm not sure which it was now. And you can actually weld the seams together, and it's a heck of a lot better than using tuck tape or some kind of other way to fasten the sections together, because once you make those seams welded, other than being watertight, it actually makes them stronger than the surrounding plastic. So it's a great way of doing it and ensuring that you're not getting any seams ripping during those 100 kilometer-an-hour winds that we will get eventually. What else have I got to say? Oh yeah, this is we're using for plastic. We're just using the 6mm vapor barrier. They call it Super 6 as the actual covering. I like using that instead of the white plastic that you see on boats where they store it, because it actually lets some light in, and it's awfully dark in the winters. And on those sunny days, you get really nice and warm in there. It actually can be t-shirt weather inside underneath that cover without any extra heat. You know, it'll be 25, 27 degrees when the temperature outside could be, say, negative 25, negative 30 degrees. So it's actually a great way to conserve heat, because it traps the heat inside the boat, makes it a little easier to heat in the winter. You got your little climate-controlled dome, and the extra bonus for us, especially, is the fact that we are in the midst of a refit still, and I'm moving inside for most stuff now, actually probably everything until the weather starts to break again. And so I've got my saws and my wood storage and all that kind of good stuff up on the deck now, so it doesn't clutter up our living space. What you see in the side here is last year I got a storm door, and it was a short one, but it wasn't nearly short enough, so it really changed the shape of the side of the boat, and it was unwieldy. It was too big. So what I did this year is I cut down the knee wall down to almost zero. So now it's a little shorty door, but it actually fits better into the contour of the boat, and it looks better and is more makes more sense. Oh, look who's here! Didn't even notice these guys down here. And what else? Yeah. So, anyways, oh, right. And then once the kind of switching back and forth here. Sorry about this, but I don't use a script. I just kind of talk until I run out of time. And today's going to be until my fingers freeze. So, but anyways, yeah. Once the 6mm Super or the Super 6 is on, then I put another strip over the top of where I've stapled the plastic. So it's another strip of this wood, and it pinches the plastic between the two layers, and this way we don't have the possibility of the plastic tearing away from that deck connection. Then okay, once that's done, the seams are welded, everything's up tight, then they've got special guns that they use for stretching the plastic when they do boat storage. We don't have one of those, but our friends in Nautilus, I just pan you around to their boat, over to Nautilus here. He's got a roofing torch, and we use the roofing torch. It's kind of touchy because it's scary. It's scary. That's all I can say. Is you got this massive amount of flame, and you're applying it directly to the plastic, and you're kind of brushing back and forth, and you're trying to avoid setting the plastic on fire, but you have to hit it with enough heat that it shrinks it. And once you get it shrunk, it's actually pretty, tight as a drum. Really, it's pretty works pretty well. What else we got? Oh yeah, just show you around a little bit more. See, there's what I'm talking about. That's the normal way where people do the professional plastic. So I don't know if this guy did it himself or if he had a professional in to do it, and whatever. But all the rest of the boats, I think, just came out of the marina this past week. I think they're all done now, so everything that you see still here. I'll take a quick walk around. Everything that you see here is in the water for the rest of the winter, and probably, well, most of these people are actually liveaboards, except for, well, there's a little powerboat over here still. I guess he's just got to get in here and pull his out. But everything else, it looks like they're all getting it ready for the long winter. This dredger, he's supposed to come in, do our slip next week. So we are basically sitting on the bottom now, if not quite. We're really close. So he should buy us an extra foot or two of depth, and our friends on Nautilus here are in much worse shape than we are. You can actually see their water line is actually climbed up quite a bit, because they are definitely sitting right on the bottom, and they're to the point where what is that, about 4 inches of their water line is above. So not good, but they're stuck in the mud at this point, and hopefully the dredger, once he gets in here, we can kind of get them dug back out and floating. But I guess that's about it for now. We will post this in the next day, and we will see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.